Welcome back to the Stoop Football fans. It's your boy Lolo. I'm here with Mark. We're in Brooklyn, of course. Beautiful, sunny, catching the last little bit of sunshine on us. And we needed it because I've been inside and in the basement last night for 4 hours, man, screaming my head off about how disappointed I am.
The sun is not shining on the Premier League for sure.
No, it's not. But listen, we actually started 5 minutes early because we saw all y'all just chilling in the room, commenting to each other about all that stuff. Exactly what's up with the Super League. And see, that's Brooklyn. They know what we're talking about out here. People walk by and they start yelling. You got to watch our 4-hour episode we did last night. 4 hours? Yeah, man. All right, peace. But yeah, crazy. And I saw it. Did you see that beforehand while we were setting up? We got a new Stoop Crew member.
We did. Yeah, who
man.
Was that?
Graham
David Donachi.
We got to be careful about what we say about the Super League because they got those flyovers.
They got the super telephoto lens on us. So what the guys
fucking
talking
Daniel
about?
Levy's helicopter up there, man.
Damn, that was quick.
But big up Graham and Stoop Crew members. Show Graham some love. Yes, and Ben Ireland. We did our show before the match to get all this ESL bullshit out of our way and to get Mourinho out of our way. So listen, right now we're here to talk Leeds United versus Liverpool 1-1. Or wait, did I misspeak? It's actually Leeds United versus Super League side Merseyside Reds. Gotta love Leeds United's own Twitter account that posts shit like that. I love it. But I gotta say, there was a bit of it that lost its luster a little bit when I was watching the match. I was a little there's just so much going on right now.
Yeah.
It did kind of feel like that, like one of the first matches during COVID where you're like, should we really be caring about this match right now?
Yeah, with everything that's going on, I just for me, the game just didn't matter.
Well, you know who it did matter to? It mattered to the #1 Leeds United fan in the United States. And if you guys don't think this is him, fucking come on the show and argue it because he's ready to argue. James, what's going on, man? You happy with the point?
Yeah, I mean, look, first off, I want to apologize to all the people who follow me on Leeds United New Orleans on Facebook because I received a 3-match ban on Facebook for a dangerous tackle on an American Chelsea fan last night. So it was he said that I hurt his feelings.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that I hurt his feelings and that he didn't deserve that kind of abuse. And I was like, yeah, you do actually.
Wow.
He was trying to defend the Super League. I was like, yeah, that's not
not
a good thing.
No. So there are people that are actually doing it.
Sorry that I was absent today. But getting to the match.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the first half was really listless. Y'all were saying, it seemed to me like the match started out with a pall over it. But the second half, we came alive, we dominated, got a lot of opportunities. Patty with a brilliant touch on the ball. Lucky not to get a goal there. Tyler Roberts, I don't know what happened with that one, but we can talk about that one later.
That's Tyler Roberts. It's hard to shoot with a massive erection because every time
I thought up to that point it had kind of a very mediocre match. I mean, during the match we'd given the ball away very easily, but brilliant header, that was excellent. So 1-1. I thought it was a deserved result, and we'll take the point and against Merseyside Reds FC and move on.
Yeah, man. Well, look, the Patrick Bamford, the 2 chances he had, it was like, man, he had a beautiful touch on one and a poor finish, and then he had a terrible first touch and on one. Well, I just thought if he could have reversed those 2 touches, he would have easily had a goal. He was unlucky on the one on the crossbar because that would have been one of the goals of the season for sure.
Oh, for sure.
That was ball over the top by Luke Ayling. Perfect touch and then a chip, and it looked like it was going in. And he even said after the match, they were like, when that didn't go in, did it did you start to think like maybe it's one of those matches where it's not going to happen? And he was like, yeah.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I felt that we had numerous opportunities in the second half, weren't capitalizing on them. But again, we'll take the point, and it was good, and great header by Llorente. We got the point, so I'm fine. Move on to the scum and see what happens. But yeah, it was a match that I really wanted to win. I mean, I was telling y'all earlier that I don't think I've ever wanted to win a match more than this one in the last couple of years. I really wanted to win this fucking match and send a message to this whole like Super League bullshit and make a statement. I thought that was really important. But we got the draw, so we went toe to toe with them.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. You were about to say something.
I mean, I thought Tyler Roberts played a pretty good game today. That's what I would say. I think maybe some people might disagree. He gets a lot of shit, but I felt like despite the misses and not getting the ball into the net, I felt like Tyler Roberts was a part of just about everything out there today.
Yeah. No, I thought he played respectably. Like I said, just that finish was not a good one. I thought too that the substitution pattern was a little strange. I mean, I know that Pablo is probably not going to be with us next year, so Pablo he deserves an opportunity to get to play as often as he can. I mean, he's done so much for the club. Cleek, I don't know. I thought we'd see Gelhardt. I thought that Jaffe might get a run today, especially because we're having trouble finishing. I mean, we're getting the ball in there, we're getting opportunities, and just weren't putting them in the net. And Jaffe has shown that he does that in the under 23 level, which I know is a huge step down from the Premiership. But at the same time, the guy is special. I mean, the kid is the kid's got talent. He's a special player.
Yeah. Thanks, Jules. Jules, part of the Stoop Crew. Big up to all the Stoop Crew that's in the house. And if you're not a part of the Stoop Crew yet, you can be. You can get that little name, that little badge right there by your name, and we'll always say what's up to you. But yeah, we're both kind of. I was upstairs looking at which hats to wear when I come down here, and I saw my Arsenal hat. Was like, I'd rather wear this today. And then he shows up looking like Peaky Blinders or something.
I just had a hard time putting on any sort of gear today, So
I was like, what?
I thought maybe I'm dressed for a funeral, the death of football.
I thought like ESPN FC called you up and you had an audition or something.
Oh, that would be tight. But no, we're the Stoop, and we don't need ESPN. We don't need nothing like that.
No, but listen, to me, the first half of the match, the passing for Leeds United was off, and the passes were slow. And so the quicker Liverpool players were cutting all of them off, and you were losing possession. And to me, it wasn't losing possession in tight spots with tricky passes. It was losing possession out in the middle of nowhere with a little maybe 20-yard pass that Leeds has been so good at all season, because they zip them in and they zip them through. These were a little bit lazy, and Liverpool were cutting those off, coming through, and then good defense to get the ball back. But it just felt like, guys, whoa, like those passes, you can't create anything, especially because those are the passes that fuck you guys, because you started to send everybody. And this pass is like a given. This pass, of course you're going to make this pass. Might be the next pass you miss. And so they'd get the ball, everybody runs forward, and then this pass is fucked up. Now it's a 4-on-3 or something like that.
Yeah.
As often as it did happen, Leeds was able to keep them only scoring one.
There were a lot of midfield giveaways in that first half. Definitely. That sent Liverpool and sent them in transition going in the other direction. That was a problem, a huge problem, and that's what I was saying. I mean, Llorente was on the end of a couple of those.
Yeah, and then the second half was like, whoa, y'all went in and ate your Wheaties or something, and they had their Super League champagne that gave them a little.
You guys took your pill, and it took 24 minutes to kick in, and then you guys were just crushing it.
Yeah. It looked so much better. And I'll tell you who I was happy to see tonight. Lil Ian Poveda, Lil Mister won't fall down in the box even if I'm fouled and we lose a match because of it. Ian Poveda.
Yeah.
I haven't forgot about that, and I still respect him for it.
Yeah,
I know.
Take a pitch finally.
But he was a little firecracker, man.
Yeah, I mean, he has a lot of energy when he comes into the match. I mean, he really provides that spark. Yeah, I mean, look. I guess going back to that first half. I mean, it was not a great performance. The passing, you're right, was off. That's been the case like a couple times this year. I mean, a couple times we've kind of come out early on, not played very well. Giving up that first half goal. The second half, we dominate. Sometimes we get the equalizer. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we get the winner. Sometimes we don't. It just depends. But I don't know if it's just we come out and we're not in rhythm yet. We're just not warmed up, and then we have to sort of get the running in and get warmed up and get going. I mean, I don't know what happens to us, but that happens quite a bit. It's happened quite a bit this year.
Yeah,
and then give credit to Liverpool too. I mean, I think Liverpool, their high press was really effective early on. They played really good defense. I mean, much better. I was surprised. I mean, Alexander-Arnold played a much better match than he did actually.
Yeah, he was class today.
This is the match you decide to show up for? Like, come on, fuck off, Trent.
Yeah. I think
because he was good on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Watching Liverpool today, I was pretty impressed on how they kind of neutralized Calvin Phillips. I didn't think Phillips had a whole lot going on, and I think that was part of the problem of what Lolo was talking about how those passes just weren't getting downfield because
they were never getting to him.
They weren't getting to Calvin Phillips, and when they did, there was no Rafinha to hit that ball to. Yeah. And that moves, on that side of the pitch, that moves the ball. There's no doubt about that, and that was something that was definitely missing.
Well, that's kind of a formula that a lot of teams have followed this season, and that is shutting down the middle of the field on us and basically preventing Calvin from entering into any sort of link-up play, and instead relying on our backs, our fullbacks, and wingers to just kind of provide that link-up play on the flanks. Mm-hmm. And I think that you saw that a lot today. But today, without Rafinha, that the link-up play on Ailing's side of the pitch was virtually non-existent. With Costa out there, so it was a very different. Yeah, I mean, we had very few options, and it shows you just how important Rafinha is to the team. What he's provided so far this season. And
with Rafinha up there, Robertson can't be as offensive as he was today. Yeah. And
neutralizes Robertson as well.
Exactly. Robertson has to respect that, and he did in the beginning, and then he was like, "Oh no, I've got Costa covered. Like, I got this guy. I'm fine." Coaster. What do you guys call him? Coster? Costa or Costa?
Costa?
Yeah, so Bremer's Ghost puts in here, Costa or Coaster? I remember on one of our first episodes, somebody was mentioning how they pronounce Costa Coaster, or that we pronounce it wrong or something. And I'm like, I don't know. Let's ask him how he pronounces it.
we mispronounce
tomato, tomato. Who knows,
Yeah,
potato, potato. I don't know.
I got owned on Ajax yesterday, or today or yesterday, because I said Ajax. Like, really? That's like, lucky I didn't say Ajax, because in America it's Ajax, the cleaner.
And you got to go into a brief 30-second commercial for that one.
Yeah. What's up, BX Gunner? We got this guy who joined up yesterday, BX Gunner from the Bronx. Okay, so let's go to. I want to ask. Let's continue through the match where we were going. Poveda came on, and then how happy were you to see Pablo come on? He hasn't come on in a while. Has he? I feel like Pablo.
How happy was I to see him?
Yeah.
I wasn't happy. I wanted to see Jaffe get a run. Yeah. I wasn't happy. I mean, look, like I said, Pablo deserves, to be on the pitch. I mean, he's done so much for the club over the last 3 years. He's been sensational. He's been our player of the year, I think, 3 years running or whatever, up to this season. And but at the same time, no. I mean, I want to see Jaffe get a run because we needed a goal. I didn't think that Pablo was going to be the person to get it or to provide the necessary delivery to get it. I mean, I would much rather see Jaffe up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked like Pablo was. I mean, his appearance today was just, for me, it was like a cameo.
Exactly.
Almost like a gratis. It's like, all right, Pablo, come on, you're not going to be around with us much longer. Get in there and.
Does that sound like something Bielsa would do?
You never know anymore. I don't know anymore.
About that to me. Like,
and it's and I don't mind that like a 2-0. When we're up 2-0 or 3-0 with 10 minutes up to go in the match, and that's fine. But I just thought Jaffe would have provided us with a better opportunity. And plus, I know that all Leeds fans want to see this guy play. They want to see this kid play at this level to see what he can do. And I think now is kind of the time to do it. Introduce him now. I think that he's going to be with the senior squad next season. So, get his feet wet and let's see what happens. I mean, I would have preferred that. I would prefer his insertion over Pablo's. Even though, I love Pablo. Don't get me wrong. I love him. But, it's just, his time is done.
I would say I was happy to see him come on because I did feel like you guys were that one pass away, that one key pass away. And Pablo's the type of guy to find that for you and to pick that pass. And I saw it. He had the chance. And he just played a ball all the way through, like well past Poveda, out of bounds. But he had Bamford in the middle. He had Ayling off to even further, and he had Poveda right in front of him, and then he smashes it all the way forward. So I was like, I think, dude, that's like the one. That was the moment you're on the pitch for.
And you saw him there too, talking to Poveda afterwards. So I think Poveda turned the wrong way. I think he expected Poveda
but he
to maybe turn
it
go
wasn't
inside, and Poveda went outside. I had no idea what happened, but they were just lack of communication there.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say, James, why don't you tell us who your man of the match would be?
Would
you like us to go first?
Yeah, you go ahead and go first. I need to think about this because I had one picked out, but now I've kind of reconsidered. So,
do you have one already?
I mean, there was a lot to like from what I saw. I mean, Tyler Roberts was good. I don't think he was man of the match worthy. Despite not scoring, Bamford looked really good for the first time in a few matches. So maybe him, but I would maybe – it's tough. It's a real tough one today.
If I didn't have all my gear right here, that was a spit take. Bamford, man of the match.
But like I said, I don't know. It's the best I've seen him play. I mean, are you going to give it to Llorente just because he scored?
No, because he had a few errors in the back that
he had a lot of errors in the back.
So
Calvin Phillips, no.
I'll tell you who I'll give it to.
Tyler Roberts, no.
You can always give it to Stuart Dallas. He was all over the place. But for me, listen, I'm gonna go with Meslier. He had kind of a funky game where he made a lot of weird decisions and almost got called out on a few of them. But from what minute was it? Like
early
by the 6th minute, he had already made 3 plays. Including a great save that would have been. Are you kidding me? The shot from Thiago at 4.5 minutes or something was going in, and he saves that. And immediately after, there's a corner kick. He makes a ballsy move on it and catches the ball. So within 6 minutes, he's kept you in the game. If Liverpool score in the 5th minute, it's fucking on, man.
Sure.
And then it's wide open, and then Mane gets a hat trick. Salah comes on and gets a hat trick as well. I'm just saying, later in the game, he continued to make really good plays. Only because there wasn't a crazy standout player, he kept y'all in a 1-1 match. He kept you with one.
No, he does the one thing that he just
otherwise
does not
goes to
do
Stuart
well.
Dallas because it's his birthday.
He leaves his
Happy birthday,
line
Stewie.
and leaves the box and gets burned, and he was almost burned twice on that today.
Listen,
I can't give it to Meslier on that.
He charged up and thought he would get to it, and he didn't get to it, so that sucks. But had he stayed back, Trent gets the ball and crosses to Mane and gets the goal anyway. But to me, he had some balls and he went for it. He was one guy who I felt looked up for it today and looked to be aggressive today. And maybe he was too aggressive.
See, Mike Pickles, I was thinking this
Ailing
over.
had a good game as well.
Ailing would be a good choice.
That's what I'm picking.
Llorente was all right. But Llorente was part of those poor passes that I was talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Bill's the guy for me. I think he had a really solid match. And that first half, when we weren't doing so well, offensively getting opportunities. I mean, he had some really good runs up that right side. And had some good link-up play with Costa, or Costa, however you want to say it. So I'm gonna go with Bill. Bill's my choice. I mean, I was gonna go Patty. That's who I was gonna pick because I thought his hold-up play was stellar today. But he missed some opportunities. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Bill.
All right.
Bill's the man for me.
Yeah, he's good. What I enjoyed with him was he got fouled by somebody early on, and then they showed a close up of him like smiling and laughing.
Oh, like I got away with one.
No,
that's how I saw it.
No, it was more like he was explaining to the guy how you did get my foot, blah blah blah, blah shit like that. And the guy, I forget who he was talking to, but wanted like none of it. It just wasn't. And he's just like happy and then goes over for the free kick. Anyway, there was a comment up here about Tyler Roberts from Grogan. What's up, Grogan, part of the Stoop crew? Just wish Tyler Roberts would keep some composure once he gets side of goal. He played well, but always fluffs his finishing. I tell you,
saying this
it's
for a while.
Really hard to shoot.
Really hard to shoot. Record for us. Yeah.
Really hard to shoot with a massive erection every time you get the ball in the box. I just feel like that's what happens. He gets it and goes, "Oh my God, I got it!" And then,
oh yeah,
he needs some composure. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So unfortunate for that. Now I gotta say the best player on the pitch to me today was Diogo Jota. He just seems. How do you walk onto the team that has nearly a historic season last season with some of the best players in the world? He walks on that team from a 7th place club, and how is he the best player on their team? I
am like blown.
Yeah, he's a special talent.
He was fantastic. He was fantastic. And then when they took him off, I was like, okay, guys, you got a chance.
Yeah, I was happy to see him go off.
Bill is the king of flopping. It was a little bit of a flop, but then they showed it, and he did catch his foot. So maybe they were all laughing about that. But yeah, Bob, I was shocked when they took Jota off because he was causing trouble, and he
looked like he still had legs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's a freaking gopher. Like he pops up in parts of the pitch where you're like, wait, wasn't he just over here? Yeah. Long ball pass, and it's like to Jota. How is Jota over there?
He's so.
I wonder too if that hard tackle by Harrison had something to do with it. Because he got up after that tackle limping. So I don't know. Maybe he looked over to the sideline, something like that, and said, "Look, my ankle or something's not right." They took him off. Then I have no idea. But he seemed to recover after that. So I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was a hard tackle. It was a great tackle by Harrison.
Yeah, there were some good tackles there. I thought, Alioski
had a couple good ones.
Stuart Dallas had one that were like, okay, calm down, guys.
Yeah, there was great tackles on both sides.
Oh yeah, no, our guys were getting stuck.
Milner,
in.
I thought
we're getting stuck in.
Yeah,
it was good.
So yeah, guys, we got 100 people in here. Please hit the like button, smash that like button, and if you want to be a part of the Stoop crew and show us some love and support, you hit the join button. That's right there. You'll get a little badge by your name. Stoop crew members representing right here, playing with the emojis. Here's a bunch of them. I'm sure we're missing some because you guys keep joining like crazy, and we love it. Let's talk about the handball that wasn't a handball. Because we like to go on and talk about the refereeing, and I think overall the referee was pretty good and
solid.
Pretty fair.
I was shocked by that because Taylor and Dean are not the favorites amongst Leeds fans. I mean, we've had our run-ins with both of those fuckers. So yeah, neither one of them thought very highly. But I thought that Taylor. I didn't think Taylor did a bad job. I don't know about the handball call. I mean, to me, he could have given a penalty and been well within his rights for that.
Yeah, I just feel like it was kind of
Dean on VAR. I didn't think that was going to happen, but
yeah.
Yeah, I felt that he kind of was positioning his body out of the way, and by the time the ball got there, the arm is mostly behind his back.
Yeah.
There was the first angle that they showed where it was kind of off to the side, and you see the ball coming, and it looks like he puts his hand up and catches the ball. So I tweet out 100% handball penalty. I'm sure it's going to VAR, blah, 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 blah. And then they show the next angle, and it's from behind, and his hand actually comes this way, and the ball hits him. And I'm like, oh, crap. Quick fingers that I had going on there. And so I did pull it back, and I did recognize that I think I was wrong. I think in the end it was a good call. Once again, I'm very surprised and very happy to not be talking about how bad VAR was.
Yeah,
no doubt, man.
Yeah, but I would say the refs were fairly good all day. We're talking about Salah stomping on Llorente's leg because he won the ball. That was a bit aggressive.
It was.
Salah's known for doing that sort of shit.
Yeah. You saw the stud marks on Llorente's shin.
Was that after he scored? Was that after Llorente scored?
No,
it was before.
It was before. Yeah, and even the commentators were like, I'm sure he didn't mean that.
And then they re-show it, and they're like, no, he didn't mean that at all.
Yeah. But good. And then even Meslier got his hand stepped on by Mane.
Yeah.
On another good little save. That's what I'm saying. He kept you guys in. He kept you, not you guys, you guys.
I mean, it's like, you could say, Allison was man of the match for Liverpool.
He made some good stops.
He made some great saves, but he didn't stop the one that mattered.
It was after, in extra time, maybe. Oh.
It was after, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So what was the other thing I wanted to talk about?
I don't know. Stoop Crew out there. What do you all want to talk about? I don't want to talk about the Salah Stomp. It sounds like a brand new dance that's sweeping the nation. I'm doing the Salah Stomp.
Yeah. So, James, what are your other thoughts? Or anything else about the match that you liked, that you were upset about?
I mean, like I said, I was hoping to see Jaffe get a shot. Like the first half, we've already, talked about it. The first half was, listless, and it looked like the teams were, already spent. I mean, and it took us a while to get into it, to the rhythm of the match. But like I said, this was a match that I really wanted to win. So to me, it was one of those opportunities to really make a statement, send a message to all, to the people who are proposing this what I consider, treasonous league. So yeah. But other than that, I thought Rafinha not being in really hurt us, obviously. But we don't have a lot of. I almost. Yeah, sometimes I'd rather see Poveda get a shot at starting, over Costa. It doesn't. I don't know. I don't know what Costa adds really. But Poveda, I like him coming off the bench as well because it does add that spark, that little burst of energy that we need sometimes. And so it was. But yeah, other than that, like I said, 1-1. We got 4 points out of these first two in this sort of murderer's row of matches, and then we go on to face the Scum on Sunday. And that match, to me, like I was telling you before, is sort of a match against the people who are really pushing this. The real bad guys in this whole fucking saga are the Glazers and the Scum, and so I really I want to win more than anything. If we can win that, I will be over the moon. Believe me. It's like the guy from Juventus, Agnelli, Daniel Levy. God, again too.
Well, listen, James, we've decided today, kind of. I may be telling Mark this for the first time, but the match is at 9 a.m. our time on Sunday. Leeds United versus Scum United. We will be going to Legends, and we will be out there at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we talked.
Oh, nice.
Okay, good. I'm glad I spoke to you about this before. I told
Yeah,
you
y'all
that
have
you're
a
going to
good
go
time
into
there.
the city.
I was like,
at
are they
8 a.m.
open?
I don't know if they're going to be open at 8 a.m., but we're going to be outside talking with people and asking people beforehand, asking, you know, because they show every match.
Sure.
9 a.m. is only that one, but there may be some Spanish teams there and stuff. But over at the Football Factory, and we'll be asking people what they think about the whole Super League and about Mourinho and about everything. And then we're going to watch the match there and do a post-match live from Legends. And hopefully a lot of the New York Whites will be there, and possibly a lot of Scum supporters as well. So
yeah, there used to
if
be.
you're on the Stoop, you have to wear this hat.
Yeah, there used to be a pub up on like First Avenue or Second Avenue, kind of towards the Upper East Side, and it was called like Manchester or something. And that's where they used to gather. I don't remember them, being at Legends very often. Like to me, it was like kind of like the Piggies were there. You got like some other teams, but real. I mean, I don't remember. I don't remember the.
I feel like there's
that often, but Jack, the bartender, is a Scum supporter, so you can talk to him and get his thoughts on everything. I'm sure that he's not happy. I mean,
not at all.
No, he's been a Scum supporter since like the 1970s.
Dude,
so
he got us trashed. Got us trashed the last time we were there.
Oh yeah.
Afterwards,
we're
like, okay,
Jack is a legend.
And he's like, hold on, shots. We're like, okay, fine. No, not in Flatbush.
Legends up on like 34th.
Yeah, it's right across from the Empire State
Football Factory.
Football Factory in the basement.
So Legends is the bar. Football Factory is downstairs, and it's got like so many supporters. Like Jack never stops running, putting different flags up for different people who are coming in.
Yeah.
And so yes.
And you'll see our big Pride of Yorkshire flag.
Yeah, we'll be there Sunday.
Will.
Listen, tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Speaking of which, here we have a Claret and Blue podcast. So, Claret and Big Blue. This is a podcast about West Ham and the New York Giants. So, combo cast.
So,
but
you're happy on some days, and you're really.
What is the connection there?
I have no idea. It's these guys who do this podcast, and they both love these teams. So they actually invited me on the show tomorrow. So I'm going to be live with them tomorrow, and they want to know my opinion as an Arsenal supporter with this whole thing. So I told him, look, you didn't have time to watch our 4-hour episode last night. Just binge it.
Is this where Lolo is going to finally convert to a Leeds fan?
No,
when they ask him, it's like, how do you feel about Arsenal? I'm no longer going to follow Arsenal.
You think I would announce that on a West Ham show?
Stranger things have happened.
I'd have to go on like All Leeds TV or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll be there tomorrow, 6 o'clock our time, which is, I believe, 11 p.m. over in the UK. You guys can come on there. Stoop Crew, I hope you represent on that. And I just want you to write Stoop Crew as much as you can. You won't be able to use our emojis because you only get to use the emojis on our channel. But look, he says, all I took away from that 4-hour show was that James was less than happy. Should be a good one.
Man. I said, if you want to see me go on a rant, an angry rant for 30 minutes, then I'm there. Because that's all it was going to be, an angry, drunken rant. I mean, look, this is just, I'm exhausted even talking about it. To me, it's, I don't know.
That's why we said we don't need to divulge talk about it anymore today.
Don't get me started.
We spoke about it enough.
Yes.
We clowned them with the T-shirts and bested them on the pitch. Did you hear about that? That they gave them, they offered them the T-shirts, and the Liverpool Association or their team or whoever said that they're not going to wear those T-shirts
because it doesn't involve the players.
Because it doesn't involve the players. Everything involves the players.
Where'd that come from? Where'd it come from? Who says that they were given T-shirts?
Where do any of my facts come from? Somebody
who
walks
said
down
that
the
they
street and
decided
tells
not
me,
to
and
wear
I
them?
believe it as truth.
I have a hard time. I want to know the source here. I want to know the source of that. Yeah, give me a yellow card. Give everybody a yellow card. But still,
I think that's probably for me for quoting some misinformation.
I want to know if that's true. Before I'm going to say Klopp said it, but who said that Klopp said it?
Klopp said it. Klopp complained about it. What did he complain about?
He complained that there are too many games to play, and Man United gets too many penalties.
That wasn't today, Mark. Stop it.
But Klopp wakes up every morning. Those are his daily affirmations, but they're daily complaints. He stares in the mirror,
Klopp
decides which cap he's going to wear and which glasses, and then goes, they have way too many. He said it pre-match interview.
He said it pre-match interview.
All right, I'll buy it.
Then he said something post-match on Sky, talking about T-shirts.
He says, we don't make any money on those T-shirts.
But listen, I want to say for you Liverpool, for you Leeds United guys, you got to be proud of your club for allowing those banners to come in, for allowing the teams, the fans to protest outside. Good night, and thank you for joining the channel.
Yeah, no doubt, man. We hope to see you soon. Join us on Happy Hour for Fridays.
No, I think that Leeds is a real opportunity here too, because we are such a huge club that's not included in this whole thing. Thank God. We have a real opportunity to be sort of the face of the opposition. You know what I mean? We can sort of lead this charge and organize other Premiership clubs, to oppose this and to figure out what sort of punishments need to be handed out. Because all of this, it was a violation of the bylaws. I mean, signing an agreement without the approval of the Premier League is a violation of the bylaws that these teams agreed to. So they need to be reprimanded and punished. And we need to figure out an appropriate punishment for them. And I think Leeds can lead the charge on that, because let's face it, we really don't have very good relationships with any of those clubs.
Yeah.
So for me, I mean, anything that we can do to the scum to fuck them up, I am all for it. Let's do it.
Hey, here you go. You got a Blades fan showing up. What's going on, man? St. York or Sweet STE York saying a Blades fan here. Good to see there's 6 clubs way more embarrassing than us this season. Good on you. I like that. I like that. And one of them's mine. One of them's my club. Oh my God. You see Kristen show up here. Embarrassed. Yeah. Oh, by the way, last night, James, I don't know if you know, but at the end of the 4-hour session, like the last thing that was said, Chris is sitting there. He's been drinking whiskey for 4 hours, and he's been talking the whole time with me. And he goes, "Fucking 4-3 Leeds. Good night." I was like, oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, listen, let's get to some of these comments. I want to go through here and check out some of these comments from some of our Stoop crew, especially. I like this. People giving us crap. Read the news, you assholes.
we don't have time to read the news.
We're
watching or we're watching matches.
We depend on our Stoop crew to give us facts, or just to tell me to start talking about IQ.
All of the things we know come from either Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah. Buenos tardes de Argentina. Okay, so Bremer's Ghost. Sorry, I'm not gonna read the ESL comments because we're done talking about it. But here we go. Oh, I can't read any of these guys. You guys were getting a little out there for a minute. Keep up the great cast, guys. Good night. Oh, we already read that one. Let's see. Mike Pickles. He also complained that Leeds supporters were shouting bad things at them when they arrived. Yes. They shouted mean things to me.
They set us on fire twice.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Bob Retrovolt.
The Peacock was packed today, man. There are videos of the Peacock and everybody going crazy on your Rente's goal. And so you can imagine all those guys out front prior to that when the team bus shows up for Liverpool, just pounding them with abuse, pelting them with abuse. So it's going to happen.
I just like it. I just feel like they were yelling at us and calling us bad names. I don't enjoy it before a match. If West Ham finish fourth and somehow get screwed out of Champions League, I'll cry. Brawley, what's up, my man?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you that lost to
Brawley Darbin. Hey, Brawley, do you know these guys at Claret and Big Blue? Brawley is from West Ham Way USA podcast. Fantastic podcast. He's been on the Stoop several times. But, Southwest UK checking in. What's going on? Zero
what's
Fox.
going on?
AKA Fill the Pipe.
Fill the Pipe. Wow.
I don't think you should be giving your gangster name out on Twitter,
no doubt.
on YouTube. Let's see. Soren is part of our starting 11. Kick the teams out. The league will be more equitable. Burnley might actually have a chance of a top 3 finish.
No.
Yeah, they got to finish some matches first.
No.
Bobby Lala, Stoop Crew, 50-point deduction and $50 million US.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Make them convert it, too.
Exactly.
Make them have to do it. How much is it? 0.245?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Not relegated, excluded.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
what I say, man. Just you're out.
Yeah, well, the NFL already came out and said that today, right? That they were supporting the
Yeah.
Premier League.
You want to leave? Leave now. Go.
Yep. The Leeds men are slaying their way through the Super League boys this month. Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that. So you guys have Man City, Liverpool, Man United,
and then 2 weeks
Burnley,
Tottenham.
I think.
Burnley and then Spurs.
And then Spurs. So let's take those first 3 matches.
Burnley, Southampton, and Spurs.
So let's talk those first 3 matches where you have Man City, Liverpool, and Scum. 2 weeks ago, coming into those 3 matches, how many points would you have been happy walking away with?
I thought he said 7.
James, like 12.
I must have said that.
James wasn't going to get greedy.
I would have been happy with 2 or 3.
2 or 3, right? And you've got 4.
Yeah.
And you've got 4 going into this match.
Yeah.
A hell of a start, man. That's a hell of a start.
I know. We made it to this murderous row. We're excelling.
Yeah. We're having a little issue with your audio, James.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't know. We hear you, but it's very, very tinny.
Really?
So I'm not sure. It does this sometimes, and then it cuts right back in, but it stayed for a little bit. So let me just. It'll figure itself out. So everybody in the comments, big up to our Stoop crew. Why don't you guys let us know where you guys are at right now? Where in the world you're at? Because I like seeing this. Berlin White. The Berlin Whites are in the house.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. He fixed it. Berlin Whites in the house. Where else are you guys calling in from or tuning in from? I know we got a lot of people in the UK, in Leeds, and all that. But we always love seeing where you guys are calling in from.
God's country.
Billy Slater is over in Leeds.
Yeah.
New Jersey. Yep, Soren's in New Jersey. Celtic. But in France, what would you say?
Celtic.
Beeston, yes.
Beeston.
I have a lot of good mates in Beeston.
County Kerry. All right.
All right, there you go. The Pearly Whites, South London.
Pearly White, South London.
What are we referring to when we keep saying scum?
James, that question is for you.
It's scum.
I don't call them anything but scum. I really don't know their real names. They're from a city about an hour, give or take, from Leeds. A little bit to the southwest of Leeds, I guess.
Yes. Aren't they second in the league?
Yeah.
Hey, there's the Chile.
Railway, nice.
Hey, do you know Jay Mystic in New Orleans?
I do not. No, is he a member of Leeds United New Orleans?
I don't know. He's the one who asked what you're talking about when you say scum, so I don't think so. I don't think he's a member.
Because I changed the rules on Leeds United New Orleans, where basically, if you refer to the scum by any other name but the scum, you're removed from the group.
Nice.
Or I like that. It's Man United Supporters Club anagram. I didn't even know that. That was great. Well, good. Yo, he's in Metri, brah.
Oh, Metri, yay. There you go.
Yeah, man. I used to live in New Orleans for a long time, too.
Yeah?
Yep. Never in Metri, though. We always skipped past it. I had to work at Parahan for a while. But anyway, so good. Nice to hear from all you guys. All over the
Santiago,
world.
Chile. I have family in Chile.
Santiago,
In
Chile.
Antofagasta. Yeah. I have family in Antofagasta, in Chile.
So Ben Lee out in Santiago, Chile. I hope you enjoyed the poem, the version that I did in Spanish.
Ponte Carlo. Someone's from Ponte Carlo. Yeah, nice. I love Ponte Carlo.
What?
St. Albans, Jess, you are posh. The Isle of Man, nice, with the tailless cats. the cats with their tails.
So if Liverpool are now Merseyside Reds, does that make Tottenham the London Whitecocks? Yes.
They can be the limp cocks.
Awesome. Coral Springs, Florida.
Moortown, nice.
Yorkshire. Like that, Mark Rankin. There you go.
Oh, just near the Imperial. Okay.
Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Nice.
Bienvenidos. All right, cool. Toronto. That's the Macronomical. I was like, we had somebody from Toronto the other day. It's Macronomical. It's the same dude. Thank you for the Macronomical. Thank you for sending me stuff on Twitter as well, keeping me up to date. Yeah, if there's ever any news,
we look like a couple of Yorkshire folk. That's what
I'll take.
Yeah, well, this body was built on Tetley bitter, as a mate of mine said. So yeah.
Big up, Big Mally. Yes, you did miss Rafinha.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do know the White Hart. Yes, great pub.
Big time.
Yeah.
How did James know we call Pontefract Ponte Carlo?
I lived in Leeds, man. I lived in Leeds. So Shaky Wakey, Ponte Carlo. I know the nicknames for all those places.
Tottenham Linspur, sponsored by Pfizer. Oh my God. Absolutely. Okay, so looking forward to it. You guys have Scum next week. Hopefully Rafinha's back. Hopefully Rodrigo's back. And
yeah, Rodrigo, I don't know about, man. Like I told y'all, I think Rodrigo, I don't know if we're going to see him much this season. I think that he's kind of, it is, lingering injury is everything else. I mean, I think we're going to see sort of what he can do next season. I mean, he's going to be almost like a brand new signing.
Yeah.
When he comes onto the pitch next season, it's going to be like, oh, here's Rodrigo. All right. So, and then we'll see what he can do. I just don't know for this season. Yeah, Rafinha, hopefully he's back. I mean, he's obviously an important part of the offense. So
yeah, definitely. Well, cool, man. Well, I'm glad we got through about close to an hour without really discussing the huge elephants in the room. So that
It was a little peppering, but
it was a little peppering in there,
peppering.
but I feel like that felt very good to just really talk about football, you know, the football of it, because that's what we love and that's what we're in it for. So not unlike the managers, which is what I was bitching about before, is them not caring about football.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I said, there's a 4-hour live stream last night and an hour-long live stream earlier today that you guys can check out for more of our views. So James, anything else that you want to add?
No. I think it's all been said, man. So let's move on. Let's let's go up against the scum. Let's take another scalp, and let's finish these fuckers off.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm already getting wound up for it, man. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to wake up and put this Liverpool match behind us, the fucking bin dippers, and then we'll move on to the fucking scum. We'll take care of them, and then we'll take care of Spurs when we play them on May 8th. So that's going to be big.
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
And
send a statement to these bastards.
Exactly. There we go. All right, guys. Before you leave, go ahead and smash the like button, hit the join button, become part of the Stoop Crew. And Stoop Crew, hang out until the end of the episode. You can see the credits where your names get popped up, and we show you guys some love. I managed to watch half hour of the 4. Do I win a prize? It depends which half hour you watch.
15 more than I did.
It depends which half hour you watch. Because they're really, if you only watch the half hour of IT crowd references and Father Ted references, then yes.
Just look at it as Titanic, only much more entertaining.
Right.
Yeah.
Titanic 2, Jack's
Revenge. Yeah, Titanic 2. ESL sucks.
All right. Y'all can keep your stupid ass league from the stoop. Good night, y'all.
All right. Leeds.
Mr. Tom constantly.
Block him.